All right. Now, if I can get back to my, well, for some reason, it's keeping me in the YouTube window. Give me one second. Trying to figure out where the heck, you know what? There it is. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of RazeBells Conversations. My name is Dana Zorns, and I'm accompanied by Tim Boyer today. Tim, what's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Not too bad, dude. So I met you at Tough Temple for the first time in person, and
Yep.
that was pretty cool, dude. And then again, maybe 2 weeks later at New England Kettlebell Classic.
Yep.
So how's it going? How's the journey? How's the knee?
The knee's feeling better. I go get it looked at on Wednesday, so let's see what they
Oh yeah,
say. Yeah,
yeah,
probably get an MRI.
yeah. What have you had it? Is this like a previous injury that's kind of just been creeping back up on you, or what?
Yeah, I don't even know the timeline really. I think it was maybe like eight or 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I tore my meniscus
Ooh.
because I used to like be big into powerlifting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I tore my meniscus then, and had it scheduled for surgery, but then they told me to go back in like 2 weeks. And when I went back, it wasn't hurting at all anymore.
Mm.
So the doctor who was going to do the surgery said if it's not hurting, he doesn't want to cut me at all. So,
Oh, okay.
and then I was like, "Can I keep squatting?" He's like, "Up, depends. Go see how it feels." And it felt
Right.
good. And it just comes back every now and then where it'll like, I don't know if it flares up. I know I got a little arthritis in it too.
Yeah.
So we'll go get it looked at on Wednesday. Probably get an MRI and see what they say from there. But right now, I can still train around it as long as I wear my knee sleeves. It feels fairly decent.
Nice. Are you doing any squatting, or you just basically
I tried the other day, but very light. Like I was doing, I usually do like the armor building complex
hmm.
for my GPP,
Okay.
and my squats, they felt like shit. Like
Really?
I couldn't get very deep with them. Like
Mm.
that kind of bothered the knee. So
Yeah.
right now the
Yeah, for
kettlebell
sure.
sport is okay for like it doesn't bother me too bad, especially if I keep a narrow stance, it feels a lot better. But
Okay.
the squats were kind of rough on it, so I
Yeah.
I didn't really push it.
So for those of you that don't know, at the NEKC or New England Kettlebell Classic, you want to give everybody a breakdown of kind of walk them through that jerk set and kind of what happened.
All right, so I was in my jerk set. I was trying. My goal was to hit 100 reps because I came up a little short at Tough Temple,
Hmm.
but I wasn't really pushing 100% because I knew I had the NEKC in 2 weeks, and that was like my peaking goal. Me and my coach, shout out to Jordan. Me and my coach's goal was to get 100 reps, and I was right on target. And my knee kind of just. I was 5 minutes into the set. I had 52 reps in me. Then when I went up and I came back down and my knee like buckled under me and
Mm.
bells went down and I almost went down as well. And
Yeah.
I had to hobble off the platform, which is embarrassing too.
Hey man, it happens. You got the hobble off the platform. You didn't have to get carried off the
Yeah,
platform. So
yeah, that's good.
you know it's not. I mean, it could have been worse, right? You could have
Yeah,
not been able to walk at all after. You
yeah,
know.
definitely.
So well, I'm glad you're gonna get it taken care of. Well, at least go get it looked at,
Yeah,
and maybe if you get the MRI, they could tell you what you gotta do, and you just fix it and do what you get back up
yeah,
on the platform stronger than ever.
yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, I hope.
Let's hope
Well,
it's arthritis.
Tim, let's back it up even further now. Why don't you tell us your origin story, man? How'd you get into well, tell me your fitness background.
Okay,
I don't really know much about you myself, so let's
uh,
get to know one another, man.
sure. All right. Let's go back in the Wayback Machine here. And so like most of my life, I'm still overweight now, but I'm down about 70 pounds now in
Nice,
the
dude.
last like year and a
Congratulations.
half. So I started really lifting weights probably when I was like 25. So it's kind of a late bloomer to it. And I started out like just a basic, bodybuilding, 3 sets of 10 here, and
Mhm.
that's all I knew. Then I kind of just was doing that for a couple of years. Around 2000, probably like 2009, I got my first kettlebell. So it's been into kettlebells for a long time. Like they were just starting to get popular in the States, and
Mhm.
I was taking a boot camp class at my local Y at the time, and this lady had a bunch of competition kettlebells back then. So I got into kettlebells then, but it was more, it was hard style stuff back then.
Mhm.
Everything was hard style. I started following this guy, Pat Flynn, and doing little workout videos. And there was another guy somewhere in New England. I forget the guy's name, Anthony something. He had a DVD, a follow along DVD I used to do.
Nice.
And then I ended up moving to South Jersey where I'm at now about 15 years ago. And I started getting into powerlifting at that point. Like, so the kettlebell got put away, and I was really big into barbell training. I started doing like 5-3-1 program.
Mhm.
And then I never actually competed in powerlifting because I've always been heavier.
Mhm.
And the guys like would wipe the floor with me. The guys my size. So
Right. Right.
I got fairly decent numbers on the way. Like my best deadlift was like 515. My best squat was 530. And my best bench I'd actually just hit like 2 years ago was 430.
Nice.
So I've always like been into that, and I was pretty strong. I got pretty strong at that. And then I guess around 2018, I tore my meniscus, kept going though. And then right before my son was born, or it might have been a little after my son was born. He was born in 2018, Miles, who you've met at the competition
Mhm.
too.
Cool little
Um,
dude, man.
yeah, thanks. So around that, I was squatting, and I had like 430 on the bar, and I had gained a little weight at the time. Like my weight has fluctuated. I've lost
Mhm.
100 pounds 3 different times. I've lost 80 pounds twice, but I just never keep it off. So at the time, I was in a uptick on weight. So the belt I had was a Velcro belt, and I had
Mhm.
like 430 on my back, and I went down, and when I was at the bottom, my belt popped, and I lost
Ooh.
like all tightness. I didn't want to drop the barbell because I'm an idiot, and there was lots of people around, so I actually got it up. But when I was coming up, I kind of like twisted in a weird way. I ended up herniating my L5S1 and
Mm.
pinched my sciatic nerve. So
Wow.
I was out for a while with that injury, and that was pretty bad. Like I still don't have feeling in the front of my toes, so I'm kind of at a disadvantage.
Still now.
Yeah, it's like permanent nerve damage now
Jeez.
from that because like I had like a Charlie horse in my legs for like
Mm.
a month straight, and it
Wow.
killed the nerves down there. So like if you ever watch jerks that I have, you see my feet. Like I don't get very good triple extension because I can't stand on my toes at all.
Really?
Yeah, so kind of like a disadvantage, but whatever. No
Yeah, you got to work.
excuses.
You're working
Yeah,
through it though. You
yeah,
know.
still fun. But so then I was still like powerlifting, and then the pandemic happened and the gym shut down. So I didn't want to stop doing everything because like I love lifting. I like it's my passion doing this stuff.
Mhm.
So I had two kettlebells from back in the 2009 kettlebell journey. I had two little tiny hard style bells. So I started out with there, and then I just started working Facebook Marketplace and buying up any kettlebell I could find at the time. So I built up a whole hardstyle collection from like I think from like 16s. I had 16s, I had 24s, 32s, 36s,
Nice.
40, and a 48. So I was real big into hardstyle for a while, and then I met Joe Daniels. I started doing. He asked me if I would do one of his programs, so I
Mhm.
did the kettlebell only muscle gaining program.
Yeah, man.
That was really fun, and it had some sports stuff mixed in with it. And if you
Mhm.
could see, like the first time I tried a jerk set in that, it's brutal looking.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So then I was at that point like I started posting all my stuff on Reddit. I started
Mhm.
getting a pretty big like Reddit following because during the pandemic I dropped like 80 something pounds.
Nice.
So I met at that point my coach Jordan from Twin Cities Kettlebell Club. he
Shout
reached
out.
out to me and asked me to do a podcast with him.
Oh,
So
nice.
I was like one of the first people he had that wasn't a kettlebell sport guy at all,
Right.
just a
Okay, cool.
kettlebell guy. So I did his podcast and we got to talking about like kettlebell sport and the community and all, and
Hmm.
it sounded awesome. So I was like, it's something I'm interested in. So
Yeah, it
after we did
definitely
his
draws you in,
podcast,
right?
yeah, it was like the community is so it's still what I love about it. Like
Yeah.
so I called him like 2 days after our podcast that we did, and I was like, you want to coach me?
Hmm.
And that was in 20, that was I think around the beginning of 2021.
Nice.
Maybe a little, maybe like around this time, I guess, in
Hmm.
2021. So he got me into kettlebell sport, and I got my first programs from him. And then later that year, I went to Minnesota for my first competition, and that was in 2021 in October. Met a bunch of people from like Riddle Struck up in Canada. They came
Hmm.
down. We partied hard at that
Oh, I bet.
competition after because like lockdown had just gotten over, so
Hmm.
everybody was out for the first time in a large group setting, and it was awesome. And I just fell in love with it there. And then I kind of fell off too because I got I pushed myself. I had like really high expectations
Hmm.
because I can bench like 400 pounds, so I'm like, oh, this will be not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a lot harder. It still kicks my ass every day.
I had,
Kettlebell
you know,
sport.
I had those humbling, I still have those humbling moments, right? And it's like, because, I'm a lot of the same way. I'm actually pretty decently strong when it comes to barbell lifts, and it's like, oh, I can, but these kettlebells, man, they are humbling, dude.
They
And it's
are
and
indeed.
it's a completely different beast because it's strength endurance, right? So it's like, yeah, you might be able to do 5 to 7 reps of, whatever weight. But when you're trying to do 120 reps,
Yeah, it's
you
it humbles you really fast. Even like a
very, very
simple
quickly.
pair of like 12 kilograms. Well, if you're not used to it,
Yeah.
it'll take you down.
Uh, I wanted to comment on your Reddit stuff, right? So my buddy Mikey Tupu,
Yeah,
uh, he heard me and you chit chatting at Tough Temple on the live stream. He was like, "Oh, dude, that was one of like the first guys I ever started following on Reddit." Because of kettlebells, right? When he started following that uh, kettlebell forum,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, you were like the first one he started following,
that's
you
really
know.
cool.
Yeah, he was like, I fucking love that dude, and I was like, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
So I just
that whole
want,
thing though was like weird for me because like when I first started Reddit, like I was like I think I was up to like 350 at the time.
mm-hmm.
And the first post I got, like I had so many trolls on
Oh
Reddit.
yeah,
Like the first post, people were like, "You're too fat for kettlebells. You need to run," which is asinine. Like who tells a 350 pound
people
guy
are
to go run?
ridiculous, dude.
So I had a bunch of like trolls, but I also like had a really big following. I started to get a really big following, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of like maybe went to my head a little, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to get results, like
Yeah.
especially when I competed. And then my first ever my first ever competition when I went out to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I, I was competing with the 20s. I had the 20s. I was doing a 10-minute long cycle set, and I was doing a 5-minute biathlon. And I was I didn't anticipate the nerves I would feel. So
Yeah.
like I went to Jordan and I was like, "Yo, just put me first that day." I was like, "I want to go first so I can just lift, get it out of the way, and enjoy the rest of the competition,"
Mm-hmm.
which was a mistake on my part because like leading
We'll
up to
talk
it,
about that. Why?
and I still suffer from this. Like, I mean, you've met me twice in person now, like I get ultra anxious and
Mm-hmm.
like the first time I was in my set, like probably like a half hour before I had the lift, I felt numb, like everything. I was
Yeah.
so nervous. I felt like I had jelly bones. Like
Why
I
do you
was
think
so
that is? Do you think it's because you're getting up in front of a bunch of people, or you
I
know?
no, because I'm like I'm actually like I've been a musician in my life. I've played in front of hundreds of
Uh-huh.
people. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't bother me.
Right.
It's not so much getting out the people. I feel like sometimes I feel like if I didn't do something before, like I completed 16s, 10-minute sets with the 16s, but
Hmm.
never with the 20s. So that competition, like in my head, I was like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can do it. So that's
You're
what
letting
I'm kind
them
of like,
demons get to you, huh?
yeah. And I was so nervous, like I'm not prepared for this. And my heart rate, like before I even started, my heart rate was like at 130.
Shoo.
And then I got up there and those 20s just felt like they were like 100 pounds each.
Yeah,
And
man.
Jordan said he could tell right away, like I would suffer. I made it like 5 minutes into my set and I had to drop because I was just like I couldn't feel anything anymore.
Right.
And
And
that
this
like
was this was your long cycle set, right?
yeah, that was my very
Mm.
first competition, my very first set ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that like I had such high expectations. Like I dropped the bells and then I like took off out of that place. I was an emotional mess because
Really?
yeah, I wanted to kill it and like it killed me that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a nice rebound after that because I did a after that, Jordan came out, talked to me, and found me and calmed me down. And then I felt good after that. Like
Yeah.
when I went on, I did a 5 minute jerk set with the 16s. And I hit like 82 reps
Nice.
on my jerk set. And I remember I was doing my snatch set, and the guy Matt Boris who was judging me was like, I think he told me I needed 60 reps to get whatever I was trying to hit.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. And I ended up hitting like 102 reps in the 5 minutes.
Wow.
So it was a pretty good biathlon set with the 16s, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that day was fun, but then I still get like super nervous. So I think I need more 10-minute
You
sets
know,
under
you,
my belt.
you didn't seem that nervous up at New England. You know, I think at Tough Temple you had already finished your jerk set by the time I got there.
Yeah.
And then I watched you do your snatch set. You didn't seem nervous, man.
Well,
It,
on the snatch set, like once I get the first lift out of the way, it's
yeah.
kind of like I'm good, The a tough tempo, I was kind of nervous just going there. Like I didn't eat anything in the morning.
Mm,
Like I took Miles because he was competing like at tough tempo. He did his swing thing because I didn't have a kids competition, so he did
mm-hmm.
like a 3 minute swing. And he's the opposite of me. He like gets excited, but not like
Yeah.
nervous. He just like I can't wait to go out there and kill it.
Right. Right.
So I took him for breakfast that morning, and I didn't eat anything because I felt like I was going to barf if I would have ate
Oh
anything.
man.
And like I don't know if I told you about like the night before New England was like probably one of the worst nights I've ever had as far
I
as like
think you did
nerves.
mention that. Yeah,
It
you
was
did
like
mention that.
I was at the hotel. I took some melatonin, go to sleep like 9. We drove up, and we always help. Usually, every comp I go to, I've competed 4 times in person. I always like to go and
Hmm.
help set up and just it helps me get to know the place better and
Yeah,
form
man.
communities, and it
That's
gets meet some cool
that's a
people
beautiful
doing that.
thing, dude. You know?
So that's what like me and Miles did that. It's off Temple. We drove up on Friday. We helped Mike set up everything.
Hmm.
Then I felt more comfortable in that area. We did the same thing in New England. We drove up, helped why am I Jeff?
Jeff, yeah.
Yeah, we helped Jeff set up every like we were there till like 7 that night.
Hmm.
Then we went back to the hotel. I was asleep by like 9, and then somebody in the hotel was screaming at like 12:30,
Oh my
and it
goodness.
woke me right up. And then I was like, that night I was so nervous about
Hmm.
the competition. Like I kept looking at my watch and trying to fall back asleep. I took 2 more melatonin, and it was just
Hmm.
I was up from 12:30 the night before. I never made it back to sleep. I just kept looking at my
Oh
watch
man.
like, man, if I get
We
sleep now.
we must have just missed you the night on that Friday night right before New England.
Yeah, I
I think
probably
because
did.
me and my mystical Asian, Mr. Steve, we showed up there probably about 7:15, 7:30 to get all the AV stuff situated.
Yeah, we probably did just
So
miss you then.
probably just missed you. Yeah.
So
Nice.
I was like a nervous wreck too, like the day of tough. I mean, the day of New England. Like
Yeah. And
I didn't
again,
really.
there you didn't seem nervous at all. I think I talked to you briefly
Once
before your set.
once I started on the set, I was all right. I didn't warm up very well either, though. That's another thing. Like the nerves got to me so much that I was just like,
Yeah.
scatterbrain, and I didn't get a good warm up in. That probably didn't help my knee. The whole lack of sleep and
Right.
like very little warm up. But then once my set got going, I felt really good. Like I was right on pace with where I wanted to be
Hmm.
until the knee happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sudden too, man, because I remember 'cause I was, commentating the set, and I was like, I said something along the lines, "Oh shit, Tim Boyer had to drop the bells. It
Yeah.
looked like he just broke his knee or something."
They say he blew out his knee, and they're like, somebody should probably go check on him. I watched it a couple of times already.
Yeah, Nice. Oh man. Uh, I
So
want to back it up, or go
yeah,
ahead, finish.
yeah. So that's like that got us go back to 2021. I did my competition and I started like after that I stuck with it probably till like 2022 sometime, but that was only like live competition.
Hmm.
And then I just got like drained and burned out on it. I just pushed too hard and I was like, you ever get, I don't know if this is common for everybody else, but I just got tired of racing a clock all the time. Like I
Yeah.
felt like all I was ever doing was trying to get more reps and race
Hmm.
race the clock. And I kind of got burned out on it
Hmm.
and I missed barbell. So I ended up going back, back to the barbell lifting. And it
Hmm.
was fun for a while too. Like I did it probably all of like 23 and 20, some of 2024. And it was good because my oldest, I have another son. He's 25 right now. And like he started getting into barbell training because of me.
Nice.
So he started powerlifting and he was getting into powerlifting. He hired himself a coach and started competing. So I was
Hmm.
training with him every morning. I was getting up at like at that time like 12:30 because he lives like an hour from me. So I
Yeah.
was getting up at 12:30 at night, meeting him at the gym at like 1:30 in the morning because
Damn.
he worked second shift and I worked day work. So we tried to
Hmm.
meet in between and it was a great time. Like I don't regret any of it because
Oh
I got to
yeah.
live with him and brought us closer and
How do
he's
you feel
blown me
about that
away.
early morning training?
I love it.
Yeah.
I get up now, like I work in Philly and I live in near Atlantic City. So I got
Hmm.
like an hour commute every day, and I start at 5 a.m. my
Okay.
day. So I'm a supervisor at the U.S. Mint in the maintenance section. So
Hold on. Say that again. You're a supervisor
I
where?
work at the U.S. Mint where they make coins.
Okay.
So I work in maintenance. So we start at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I get up now at like 1:30 in the morning. I try to leave my house by like 2:15,
Hmm.
2:30, and I'll get to work by 3:30 and start training before
Oh,
work.
so you do you train at work?
Yeah,
Like
my
do they
work,
have a gym there?
they just opened a gym
Oh, sweet.
probably like a year ago. They don't have any kettlebells, and I'm not allowed to keep my kettlebells in the gym.
They
It's
won't
like
let you take them?
I bring them in, like but I have to keep them in my locker
Mm.
because the guy that like runs the gym is like, I don't want anybody putting a kettlebell through a mirror or
Yeah,
anything.
oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I keep them right now in my work gym. I have a pair of 16s and a pair of 20s that I just
Hmm.
keep them in work and keep them in my locker.
Yeah.
But the locker room's like right next to the gym, so I get a little extra form or carry every day.
Right. I used to when I used to work shift work when I was in the military, um, and I would work six to six, right? So there was a group of us, and this is long before I was consistent with kettlebells. This is my bodybuilding days. 3 o'clock in the morning, dude. Get up at 2:30, be in the gym by 3. Have it all done. That way,
Yeah,
5 a.m. I could go eat and be ready to start working at 6 a.m. That was some of my favorite.
I
That
love
was
it, man.
probably one of my favorite times to train. But I'm a lot like, you now. I have a long commute. Well, I did for the past like 10 years. For the past year, because I transferred from DC up here to Baltimore. So now my commute is like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. But when I was working DC, Northern Virginia, hour 15, sometimes hour 30 in the morning, I got to be out the house by 4:30 in the morning and I start work at 6, right?
Yeah,
So uh, the morning training, and plus, for some reason, uh, kettlebell training is a lot different, right? For me. And I think I prefer kettlebell training in the afternoon for some reason.
I love
Uh,
it in the morning. If I wait, I found like I don't mind doing it in the afternoon either. But
yeah.
if I wait, there's too much shit going on, and too many times
Now
I'll find an excuse not to do it.
I agree. Now
If
that's
I
the
get
thing
it,
too. For me, I gotta hit it as soon as I get home. Now if I get home and decide to kick my feet up for a few minutes, that's probably a wrap,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
You know?
it's so easy to just like that's why I like in the morning. Like my wife and son, they don't get up until like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm long
Mm,
gone. I don't have any distractions. Just worry about my lifting. So I get in. I have the
yeah.
work gym to myself every morning.
Yeah,
There's
man.
nobody in there. I got a nice little place to lift and nobody there. So I really love it.
Yeah, that's all.
What's up, Miles?
My headphone just died. So, but I can still hear you pretty good. Um,
Come in. Hold on 1 second.
oh, you're good, man.
Can you give me 1 minute?
Of course, bro. Of
Miles needs me real fast. I'll be right back.
course. Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a little bit. Hey, while he's off taking care of Miles for a second, I just want to touch on my little injury thing I got going on here. So I had surgery uh March 25th. I blew my bicep out, and the number one question that I get asked is what kettlebell exercise I was doing when I blew it out. And
None.
just to let everybody know, I wasn't working out. I was at work and I was extending a ladder, a big tall extension ladder. I was pushing the ladder out like this, straight arm, pushing it out. And when I got about shoulder height, bicep just blew. Complete rupture, distal, which means from the elbow, right? So the bicep tendon attaches to the radius of the forearm and it just completely blew out. And the bicep shot up the arm and I had a little pop ball sitting up here. But yeah, so just wanted to touch on that for everybody. It was not a kettlebell workout that blew my bicep. It was me at work.
Then you heard
So
it again in Boston, didn't you?
I did, man. So I had surgery the day before we left. So Thursday, I think it was April 9th, I had surgery. And then Friday morning, we leave to go to Boston. And then that night, I'm setting up my AV stuff. And I have a 10-foot camera tripod, right? And I had my camera set up on the tripod and I was extending it out. And I was doing all right single-handed. Well, the the extension pipe came out of the tripod legs and it goes to tip over. And a reaction, all I did was just try to stabilize it with these two fingers, right? And then I just felt it. It just popped. So about 36 hours after surgery, I ended up blowing it again. And so I called the after hours doc and I was like, look, this just happened. Should I go to the emergency room? Whatever. And he was like, no. And he was like, pretty much putting my mind at ease. He was like, it's not life threatening. So just Monday, come in. We'll take a look at it. And at first they unwrapped everything, and my doc's like pushing in there, but I was still so swollen from the surgery that he just couldn't give me 100% whether or not it was retorn. So I had to go get another MRI, and then that MRI pretty much confirmed that I retore it. Uh, and then after the second surgery, which was 2 weeks after, and that was just this past Thursday. Um, After the surgery, he kind of explained to me what happened in the sutures or the stitches, right? So they drill a hole into the radius of the forearm, and there was enough tendon, and it was pretty fresh after the initial surgery or the initial injury, right? So my tendon was still, enough there that he could get some stitches wrapped around it. So he sutured the tendon of the bicep, and then they have to drill a hole into the radius of the forearm, and they drop a little button on the back side of that hole, pretty much like you ever seen a drywall butterfly
Yep.
screw, right? That's essentially what it is. And once they tie it all in there and they put a little cap in the hole, and they kind of cap it off. Well, the suture snapped at that cap. So it didn't tear the tendon. It just, the suture
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
broke, right? So on the resurgery, on the revision surgery, he used the allograft, which is pretty much a dead guy's tendon, and just reinforced it with that, and put it
What's your
all back together.
timeline? What's your timeline recovery now?
He kept it the same. So I asked the same thing. Initially, after the first surgery, I was supposed to be in this fixed splint for 2 weeks and then get into a mechanical sling. And so I asked him, I was like, is the timeline any different? He said, no, we're going to keep you on a 2 week in the fixed splint and we're going to get you in the mechanical sling as fast as possible. So, and get you doing PT and getting it moving, as soon as possible, which I'm happy about. And this time around, I am staying as inactive as possible because I do not want to re-rupture this thing again
Yeah.
because, you know, it's extremely fragile, It's just very, very fragile. And it's not like it's not painful. It's not crazy painful now. I can definitely feel the hole in the forearm bone, that's for sure. But that's about it, other than the little tenderness in the bicep area. But
How you holding up like mentally though, without being able to train like you normally do? Because that's
I
the hardest
mean,
part of injuries.
it is a little depressing. I'm a little down on it a little bit. But I think I think I'm doing all right. I'm holding up all right.
That's what killed me when I hurt my back real bad and I was
Yeah,
out for a while. Like that
I'm
killed
trying to
me.
get out and I'm trying to get out and still walk. Things like that. As far as like training goes, I'm still too early on to even do anything single sided right now
Okay.
because when you're doing any ballistic movements,
Yeah, it's a
this
whole
arm is
body. Yeah.
yeah, it's full body. You're still swinging this arm, and right now it's just too tender, and it's too soon to even think about even single side training. But I've also been giving that a lot of thought too. It's like I've spent literally my entire life of training, and I've been you know weightlifting probably since I was like 14, right? And before that, even, uh, you know, I used to have to do chores on my uncle's property. And I would carry 5 gallon buckets of water and feed chickens and ducks. And so manual labor has always been like a thing to
Yeah.
me. But I realized then that I had to be strong, right? So I started like trying to get stronger even at the age of 10, right? Um, but I've been thinking about it. I've spent my entire life, and I have this, mental thing on symmetry of my body,
Yeah.
and I don't want to. I keep on thinking, am I going to even train one sided until I can get this thing back up and going? And I don't know if I am. You know, I'd rather just,
I understand. Like I would feel the same way.
you
I think
know,
there is research though. Like you don't lose much if you
I
even if you train the one
I
side.
have heard that, yeah. So I'm giving it some thought, but most importantly, once I can get this arm in that mechanical sling, I got cardio equipment in here. I'm at least going to stay on the cardio side of things
Yeah.
and,
Don't lose all the conditioning.
yeah, stay active out walking the dogs and the kids and, all that good stuff. But as far as like doing any kind of like heavy weight training, I don't think I'm going to until I'm actually able to get some weight back on this side. But yes, you are correct though. I have seen some studies that point towards single side training promoting, a lot less muscle degradation even
Yeah.
on the opposite side. So I'm giving it some thought. Yeah.
All right.
So, all right. So where were we before you took off with Miles?
Where was I? I was talking about lifting with my other son.
Yeah. Oh, and I
Yeah.
wanted to ask, dude, you said your son was like 25,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting here thinking you're my age.
I'm 48.
Nice. All right. So you got like 10 years on me.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm 48 and I don't feel it though. Like
I believe it.
other than the knee, like in my head, it's
Yeah.
weird being this age, like because in my head I'm still like in my 30s and my
Right.
20s. Sometimes I freak out at night, like thinking about how old I actually am.
Ain't that crazy, man?
But it's, I mean, like I had Miles late, and like Miles is 8, so I had Miles when I was 40, and I feel like back like kept me young, just being with a little kid running around all the time.
Oh yeah.
I stay lifting, all the time. I don't feel like an old man ever. So
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
part of it.
my uncle when he passed away was 83. And all the way up and what took him out, he fell, right? He got up in the middle of the night and he tripped and he hit his head, and that's ultimately what took him out. But all the way up until that point, like he's like, I might be old age wise, but he would always point to his chest. He was like, but this feels strong
Yeah.
and good, you know?
That's my goal is to keep, be lifting until I can't lift anymore. Like
Of
I don't,
course. I mean, look at guys like Arnold and Sylvester and all these
yeah,
cats
just
from
like
the
even like Dan John,
yeah.
he's in his 60s still doing Olympic lifting stuff,
Yeah, dude.
kettlebell stuff. So I don't like ever want to use the age as an excuse for anything because
Right.
I
There's
feel
like
like
90-year-olds still out here sprinting and stuff, right?
yeah,
As long as you stay disciplined and keep your mind, fixated on that, and pretty much make yourself do it,
yeah, and I like
there's
that's why I
longevity there.
also like taught my kids. Like I got my oldest son, he's in the powerlifting. I'm trying to get him on the kettlebells, but
Right.
right now he's so like engulfed in the powerlifting, he's not having it. He's like maybe when I can bench 400, I'll switch over, but.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's getting closer to that though. So he just went out to Wisconsin about 2 months ago for a powerlifting meet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got second place in the whole thing, so he did
Nice, dude.
pretty good.
Congratulations to him.
And now I got Miles lifting with me. So
So with the Mr. America, you're gonna have him come out and they got the powerlifting meet out there. I can
I
make
didn't
sure,
even, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
dude,
Yeah,
make sure
I
he
gotta
gets the
talk to
info.
him.
I got the dude on Instagram. Um, Whenever he opens up his registration, I'll send it over to you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely get him into that because
There you go.
I
You
know,
got you got Miles, and now you get your other boy.
yeah,
What's his
and I got
name?
my Mikey. So I got
Mikey.
Mikey and Miles. Yeah.
There you
So
go,
I got
dude.
two other guys too that are. I got one guy that I work with. He's doing like Spartan races now. He just did one today, and
Yeah,
he wants to do kettlebell sport now. So I
there
brought
you
him on.
go.
I brought in a
Get him
pair
in
of
the
12s.
Berserker Kettlebell Club, dude.
That's what I'm trying to do. Him and I got another guy around me that wants to do it. So they all want to do the Atlantic City competition.
Nice, dude.
So I'm finally starting to get a little team going now.
Yeah.
What I wanted, like,
That's
because
how it starts, man. One or two people, and that's how it kicks off, dude. You
and I got
know?
Miles, like I'm trying to get like the kids involved in it because
Yeah.
like that's when I was out of Twin Cities in September last year competing. I met I don't know his last name. Mikolai. He
Is
was
it
at Tough
Mikhail?
Temple. I don't know if it's Mikolai or
I think
Mikhail.
I think his name's pronounced Mikhail, but yeah.
Yeah. So his son was lifting next to me,
Oh,
and
really?
I was filming my set, and everybody,
Nice.
like a lot of people don't know how kettlebell sport works. Like I'm not actually competing against him.
Of
He
course,
just
yeah.
sits next to me. So all my friends that were watching, they're like, "Yo, that little dude's smoking you right now."
That's
So
awesome.
like that was also when I went home. Like Miles has had a kettlebell since he was 2 years old.
Hmm.
That's when Moses first started making his kettlebells, the kid kettlebells.
Yeah, kettlebells
Yeah.
for kids, man.
Yeah, Moses sent me one for free. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's like, what's your son's name?" And he's like, "I'm going to send you a kettlebell." And I was like, "He's only 2." And he's like, "Ah, it doesn't matter." So he
Right.
sent me the 2 kilogram bell, and he had it sitting around for a little while. And when I came home from Minnesota, I showed him the kid lifting next to me, and I was like, "Look, you can get into this. There's kids doing this."
Hmm.
So he was set ever since then. So
Nice.
I took him outside. We started working on things. I just started showing him swings.
Hmm.
I was trying to show him how to do a clean. And when I showed
Yeah.
him how to do a clean, he like did the backswing and just came right up and extended
Yeah.
overhead and did a snatch. And I was like, all right, I guess you're going to
Well,
be a snatcher then.
there it is. I mean,
So
shoot, even Mikey Tupu's got his son lifting kettlebells now. The dude that kid, he just went through a whole pentathlon with a 12 kg and maxed out
that's,
everything.
man,
But
that's
yeah, I
awesome.
think I think he's 14.
Okay.
But yeah, he Mikey's got his son into it now too. And
That's what I
now
told Miles. Like,
from Tough Temple and New England Kettlebell Classic, my daughters you know, they've been out here with me messing around, but they saw your son, and then they saw
Olivia.
the Olivia,
Yeah,
the young lady up in New England, and they're like, I want to do this too. And
that's
you know,
awesome,
so
man. That's
they're all training for a snatch set for All American this year.
that's great for the sport too. So we
Of
can grow
course,
some of our
yeah.
kids. Like that's why I got home and I told Miles, I'm like, look, all the Russian kids start at this age. I was
Exactly.
like, you start now, you don't have to like I didn't start till I was 40 with kettlebells, like
Right.
really seriously. And I'm like, you can be a champion one day if you work hard and you stick with it. Like that's when
Exactly,
the
dude.
Russian kids start. I'm like, imagine in 8 years when you're like 16, what you
I
can
mean,
do.
dude, look at Eddie Tarrant.
Yeah, that's I actually showed him
That
my
kid,
that kid's amazing.
that kid is fucking phenomenal, dude.
His form,
I
like
mean,
everything about it
oh,
is
it's
so good.
insane. He's like, yeah, I mean, yeah,
His
he's
lockout,
literally a professional.
he's got like the champion elbows on the lockout.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of, you know, I think I don't want to speak um wrong, but I think he started when he was like 8 or 9,
I think
you
so
know?
too. That's what I told Miles, like, because he has both his parents are into it too.
Right.
So I told Miles, I'm like, I showed him Eddie's Instagram page. I was like, this guy is like 16 now, and I'm like, look at the weight he's moving
And I think
around. I'm
he
like,
just did like 257 snatches with a 24 kg.
yeah, he's a beast.
Kid, this kid, you know? I
But
want to be
like
like him when
that's
I grow up.
if we can get these kids started now,
Right.
like the sky's the limit for their potential. So I'm trying to get more kids involved too. And
Man,
now Miles wants to move on. He's already wants to do doubles now. He wants to do
there that
jerks, and
you've created a little monster, dude.
that's awesome. I love it, man. It makes
Hell
me
yeah. I mean,
like
that's bonding for you and the boy, you know?
I was so proud of it. Like even at Tough Temple, he did the swing challenge,
Yeah.
and just watching how proud of himself he was because
I know, dude.
like
He was super stoked that he did it.
yeah, and he's like, I want to get 100 reps, and he ended up getting 116. And he was
Nice.
he just loves the competitions too. Like he was holding court in New England. He like
Mm-hmm.
just going up to random people, sitting at their bench talking to them.
Yeah.
And he loved like he got to when we were in Bethesda, he got to meet like Elliot, um
Uh-huh.
Owen and
Yeah.
Cole, and he talks about them all the time still.
Yeah.
Like
All
every
these
time he sees
Maryland
some,
guys, dude.
yeah, he loves
All
those guys.
them Bethesda boys
So
down
now
at Tough Temple.
he's pumped to like keep going to competitions. He's like, "Can I go to every one with you?" So
Yeah.
we're gonna do Minnesota. Me and him are gonna go out in September to
That's
Jordan's
in
competition.
September, right?
Yeah, and that's also nationals that for this year. So
Is that the AKLU national event?
yeah,
Oh, cool.
so we'll be in Minnesota for that, and then we'll be in Atlantic City in October because especially since it's 10 minutes away from us.
Right. Yeah, you can't miss it this year. You know,
No, no,
not
you already told me the dates. We're good.
yeah,
I'm
not
good to
with it
go
being
this
so
year.
close to you, you know, you live right
I
around
was
the corner.
I was disappointed last year because I paid for it and all last year, and
I
then
remember.
then we were like, my wife had a trip booked with our friends. It's our anniversary weekend, so we went away to West Virginia.
Yeah.
So that comes first all the
Of
time.
course, man. Family always first.
Yeah, but I'm looking for this year. I'm not missing it.
Yeah. So can we back up just a little bit?
Yeah,
Um, you were kind of telling me how you've been teeter-tottering on your weight loss journey and
yeah,
how you've lost 80, you gained back, you lost and you gained back.
yep.
What do you think that is, man?
I just
Walk
get
me through your mindset when it comes to your weight loss.
so. I've always struggled with it. Like the first time I ever lost a significant amount was like when Mikey was born. The
Hmm.
year Mikey was born, I don't remember what I got up to.
Hmm.
I don't think I even hit 300 yet. I was probably like 290 when I
Hmm.
started. And then at the time I didn't know anything about nutrition or anything. Like I never dieted in my life. I think I was 21 and I started doing I heard about keto. At the time I was
Hmm.
in keto. It was like Atkins diet. And I was like, found this diet that I can eat bacon and all this. So I did that and I lost like 100 pounds in 6 months.
Wow. Yeah.
So I got down to like the lowest I've ever been in my adult life. I was like 187. And I like carry my weight pretty well. So even at 187, people are like, yo, you look like you're sick.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
Yeah.
So then I ended up getting divorced. And after I got divorced, I went out and partied hard because I
Hmm.
was like, I think 23 or 24. when I got divorced, and I went out and partied and drank every night. I was in a band and we were playing shows, and it was a blast at the time. But
Of course.
it started like, you can't sustain a weight loss when you're out
Mm,
drinking 5, 6 nights a week and eating whatever you want.
right.
So I
All
slowly
that bar
started,
food,
yeah, I
that
slowly
stuff catch
started
up to you,
packing it
boy.
back
Them fish
on,
and chips.
and it did catch up to me. And then I maintained for a while. Like at 250, I look okay. I look pretty decent at 250.
Mm,
I don't look thin or anything, but I don't look like a fat slob. I'm like
right, right.
kind of just a little chubby guy, but it doesn't look bad on me.
Yeah.
That's what I was when I met my wife. And we've been together now like 15 years.
Nice. Congrats.
So, like, going through the new relationship phase, start eating shitty again, start going
Yeah.
out, hanging out all the time out. And when you're going out all the time, it's hard to maintain too. So it slowly crept up. Then I lost it again, but because we got married in 2016, so I
Mm.
lost weight for my wedding. Then she got pregnant with Miles, and when she got pregnant, I gained all the weight.
Yeah. You had the sympathy weight.
Yeah, and then at the time, like too, I was a smoker. I smoked for like most of my life, from like 13 to like 40.
Are we talking about
I,
cigarettes?
yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
and like I whenever I tried to go like lose weight, it was fairly easy
Mm-hmm.
because I would just instead of eating, I would just smoke.
Right.
So whenever I was really hungry, I'd just go smoke cigarettes. So losing weight was easy.
Yeah.
Then that's when it got like I gained a lot when I quit because I had that hour ride and I
Right.
replaced cigarettes with like Doritos and junk food.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a stress thing too for me. Like when I get
Oh yeah.
stressed or something, I just, I turn to food all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in like I went to therapy for all that and I got up to my heaviest weight probably like a year and a half ago. I was up to like 366. And that's when I was like, so now I'm on just for full transparency, I'm on like GLP-1s.
Okay.
I'm on Zep down now and I'm down to I was 295 today. So
Nice, dude.
like 71 pounds now. And now I'm at the age like where I really like I don't think I'll ever put it back on now because
Yeah.
just like at my age, you don't see many like I was up almost 400 pounds and you
Yeah.
don't see old 400-pound people.
Right.
Very, very rare.
What kind of changes have you made to the diet these days?
I still like I didn't take like I've always took like an all or nothing hardcore approach and
Uh-huh.
it's probably like well I always like I've done a couple podcasts before and I always tell the same story like when I lost that weight the first time on keto, it was probably like a blessing and a curse
Yeah.
because then I was like, carbs are the enemy. I can't have carbs. I'm always cutting out carbs for it was always my fallback.
Hmm.
And it's really damn hard to stick to it.
It is. I was gonna
So,
say that's the only thing with the keto is like there's no carbs, you know?
yeah. And like I would do it for 2 weeks and then stop and then
Yeah.
gain everything back because you lose a bunch of water weight. And
Right.
it's good, like mentally, you're like, oh, look, I'm losing all this weight, but
Right.
it's not good for, especially in doing kettlebell sport.
Yeah. So where you at now? Are you a little more balanced or what?
Yeah, I'm a lot more balanced now. Like I still eat what I want now in moderation. If I want pizza, I'll eat pizza once a week.
Right.
But instead of eating a whole pizza, I'll eat like 2 slices.
Look, there's
So,
this mom and pop pizza spot around here. They're called A1 Pizza, and they have this buffalo chicken pizza.
yeah, we got
And
good buffalo chicken
boy,
pizza here
that
too
is
in
my
Jersey.
that is my thing. If I get that thing, I'm eating the whole pizza, bud.
So that's like my goal now. Like I've worked with Jordan coaching nutrition too. He's a great nutrition coach. So we just do it every
Jordan teaches nutrition, or he does nutrition as well, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've
And
never talked to that guy, man, but I always hear, great things. And
he's a
I
great dude.
know he does great things with, Twin Cities and AKLU and stuff like
He
that.
has a
So,
podcast too. Like
yeah, I've watched a few of his episodes.
so I've listened to every one several times except for the one I was on. I can't sit through it. Probably like I'll never listen to this one. It's awkward hearing yourself talk.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at now. Like my nutrition is just I've tried to like we try to set a good example for Miles too.
Hmm.
So we try to like make him watch what he eats because he hates vegetables like most kids do.
Right.
So, we try to make him eat healthy and not just snack all the time because
Right. Which is the battle I think every parent goes through.
yeah,
I go through it too, man. Trying to get
he
my
loves
damn
his
kids to eat something else other than ABC's one, two, threes.
chicken nugget. He's a chicken nugget
I
maniac.
know, man.
But now we buy like this kind. It's like I forget what it's called. It's like just bare chicken nuggets, and they're kind of like more like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, and he's
Yeah.
all into
We
them. So
started my wife's a phenomenal cook, dude, and she makes the homemade chicken nuggets.
okay,
She does, she'll get the chicken breasts and she purees it in the Ninja and she makes the patties and we fry them, in olive oil or, a high smoke point oil. So yeah, that's how we do the nuggets nowadays.
we air fry everything. We have like
Yeah.
we got the Cuisinart that's like a toaster air fryer
Mm-hmm.
thing. So we use
Mm-hmm.
that for everything. I'm the chef in my house. I cook dinner every night for us.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like my wife's a teacher and she takes Miles to school and picks him up, and she doesn't get home till later. So I get home.
Yeah.
I get done at 2 o'clock every day.
There you go.
I come home. I'm the one that cooks. I train Miles like 3 days a week on
Mm-hmm.
kettlebells, and then I cook dinner after. So I just try to make something like a little healthy every night, and
Yeah.
just watch portion sizes. Like
Yep.
we still eat pretty much like whatever we want, but not
Now, do you
like
do you track your macros and all that
yeah,
for yourself? Yeah.
yeah. I try to get like over 200 grams every day of protein. The
Mm-hmm.
fats and carbs, I just it's a shell game with them. It doesn't matter too much as long as you're staying in your calorie range and hitting your
Yeah.
protein goals. I let the others fall where they fall
Okay. Yeah.
because I don't get like I used to get really militant about it, and
Yeah.
that's no way to you eventually burn out on that too. So
Yeah.
just with everything, I just try to moderation approach now so I don't burn out on everything because I'm an
Right.
all everything type.
So a couple of my biggest battles. So I went through like a little. I wanted to lose some weight. At one point I was like, I think, I was 232 pounds, which for me is pretty heavy. Um, I've always been 180 to
Yeah.
190. So that additional close to 50 pounds is pretty hard, on the knees. It affected my running, everything, right? So I was like, you know what? I gotta lose some weight. And the number one thing that I did, which has always been my downfall, is the sweets, right? So I just I went, I didn't do anything extravagant. I just knocked out 100% of processed sugar. That was it. And if you do that, you'll find yourself eating, pretty much all whole foods anyway.
Yeah.
If you just like even my dressings, I was making sure, I was eating like balsamic vinegar and just even checking the ingredients on that, making sure there's no added sugar on
Kind of
anything.
kind of like a
I would get
paleo, like
I would get
approach.
my sugars in with my fruits, but like anything unnatural, anything processed sugar wise, I knocked it out 100%. And I had probably got the most shredded I have been in my entire
That's
life, and that was
awesome.
like 2021. I did that.
Yeah, we have like simple rule. Like me and my wife try to get vegetables in like every meal.
Hmm.
She's like big on salad. She eats salads like every day for lunch. That's
Yeah.
like her thing. I'm not really a salad guy. I eat this thing. I've been eating the same lunch every day probably for the last 8 years.
And what's that?
Every day I make like I buy 99% lean ground turkey.
Uh-huh.
I buy like a pound of it and I'll divide it and I'll eat the same thing for breakfast and lunch. I'll make
Yeah.
a cup of jasmine rice mixed in with the
Hmm.
lean ground turkey, taco seasoning on it.
Hmm.
Um, Usually like a can of green beans or something, some kind of vegetable like mixed in with it. And then
Well, he's yelling at me. He wants to get on my lap.
I got two of them in the living room running around. So that's like I just eat rice, lean ground turkey, and a vegetable, and I have a little bit
Hmm.
of like, the Tostitos dipping cheese.
Yeah.
I mix a little bit of that. It's like 35 calories added onto it, and
Hmm.
then just pour a shit ton of sriracha on everything.
There you go.
That's my breakfast and lunch every day. It's just easy to eat the same thing, and I'm
It's
not tired
super
of it.
easy, right? And when it comes to meal prep, do you meal prep it like on Sunday?
No, I do it like either the night before
Oh,
work,
really?
or sometimes I'll get up a little early and just do it
Mm-hmm.
right before work because it
Yep.
only takes like 10 minutes to make. It's not a
Yeah,
huge
super
thing.
super easy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like to do the meal prep thing, so I'll do it all on a Sunday, and I do a lot of the same thing. Ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, and then
yeah,
rice. Lately I've been doing making like a stuffed pepper kind of meal without actually stuffing the pepper. Just blend it all together, and it's phenomenal. It's super easy to make too.
yeah. That's why I love ground stuff. Is just awesome.
Yeah. And then we do a lot of steak, a lot of chicken. Basically, I'll go to BJ's and get the whole tenderloin
Yeah,
steak, all the filet mignons.
we go to Sam's Club and buy like bulk chicken, and
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Save, especially when I got a family of five. So it's just easier to buy meats in bulk like that.
yeah, that's what we
And
do
then I
every
do a lot of
Sunday.
crock pot meals, especially
We
my
just
chicken. I like my chicken. I'll do crock pot chicken breast and shred the breast up.
Yeah, I just made a pot roast in a crock pot. I love the
Yeah,
crock
dude,
pot.
they're
We just
awesome,
got
dude.
one. I didn't have one for the longest time because I dropped it when I was washing the dishes the one day.
Uh-huh.
I dropped the inside part and it shattered, and then I
Mm.
didn't have a crock pot for the longest time, and we just got one for Christmas, and I love using that thing.
Yeah, man.
Miles saw a recipe. He reads like highlights, high five magazines,
Mm-hmm.
the kids magazine, and they had a pasta recipe in it. And last Sunday he made it in a crock pot all by himself.
Nice.
He was like super proud of that.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So, what's your goal weight? What are you trying to get down to?
I have a couple different, like right now I'm sitting at 295, and
Mm-hmm.
my first goal was to get under 300
Right.
because I was at 366. So I got down, that was my first little goal. My next goal now is 250.
Mm-hmm.
Long-term goal, I want to be at like 205, maybe 210. We'll see.
Nice.
Like I don't want to set like a set goal. I just want to go with how I look and how I feel pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I just got out, I was up to like a 4X t-shirt before, and just buying clothes when you're that size it just sucks. There's nothing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I got to go. Everything looks like shit on you because it's either too long or too
Yep.
baggy or so. Like now I just got down to like 2X t-shirts again
Mm-hmm.
after. So that's what I was. The last time I lost weight was like in 2021, 2022, like around that time when I was working with Jordan before.
Yeah.
But now I'm back into like my 2X t-shirts can fit again comfortably. So
Nice.
now my
And
next goal.
is Jordan currently working your nutrition in your sport programming?
Yeah, we do everything. Like he sets up everything for me. He does blocks now for like
Nice.
we just finished that biathlon one, which
Yeah.
I didn't get the results I wanted, but we'll see what happens and what he has from in store for me next.
Yeah. So what do you do for mobility? Are you doing like any movement prep?
Yeah,
You
he
know,
had so about before Jordan filmed like the same thing. I have this YouTube video I follow every morning for joint mobility. It's like a
mm,
10-minute joint mobility thing. I don't even know the guy's. It's like a I think he's like Ukrainian or something. This guy. I just watched it. I found this video and I love the
mm,
video for like joint mobility. So every morning I started off my morning like when I hit the gym, I bring my kettlebells in, sit them down. I do 5-minute walk on the treadmill just to get going. Then I do my
mm.
joint mobility. And then Jordan has a video he filmed for me. It's like a 10-minute and it's called Big Man Yoga.
Okay.
So he walks me through like I do a bunch of like cat, cow,
Mm-hmm.
and cat, camel,
Yep.
bird dogs. We have like bus driver squat, um, like Spider-Man lunges with reach
Okay.
screws. We do
Yeah.
windmills. Then the worst one that I hate the most at the end, do inchworms,
Okay.
which I can't. I hate that with a
I love
passion.
them, dude.
Oh, I hate them. So that's
They're
like my least favorite.
so good for the shoulders, though.
So and then afterwards, he filmed another one for me. So we got the warm up one, and then afterwards we got a cool down stretching routine that I do. And then every now and then I like to mess around with the mace too, because I think you had Nathan on before.
Yeah, my buddy.
Yeah, that's my boy. He was at my first competition ever. Me and him like started out together, and we talk.
Hmm.
He sends me Instagram reels like every day, me and him.
Yeah, yeah, me too. He must send. He must have a group of guys. He just, you
Yeah,
know, he clicks like 15 names and it says send separately, and
we
he
probably get the same reels every
fires
day.
them off. Yeah, every day.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. I love Nathan. So
Yeah,
trying to get him back into kettlebell sport again.
yeah. He's doing his little bodybuilding thing right now.
Yeah.
You know, I think somebody 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 hurt his ego a little bit. They're like, all that lifting you do, you don't look like you work out.
Wow, man.
And
He
he's
was
like, you know what? he's
he was
he's looking good now though.
he was not bad. Well, he started out, I think his first competition was the same one as mine at Twin Cities.
Oh, really?
And he was doing long cycle with the double 20s, and I think he hit 83 reps, or it
Yeah.
was
I
83 or 87.
I tell him all the time, man, his clean is the cleanest clean I have ever
Yeah.
seen in my life. The way he transitions his hands into insertion is just beautiful.
Every time I bring it up to him, he's like, "Oh, my rack is shit now. He's
Yeah, that's what he
too
says to me.
muscular for his rack now."
Yeah. I met him, I think it was February 24, OKC.
Okay.
Yeah, he was out there. That's where
He's
I
an
first
awesome
met
dude.
him.
Love that dude.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
So he sent me a mace when he first started making them. So I have that at my house. I'm terrible at it. I still never like figured out how to properly do it. I don't train it enough. I should,
Yeah.
because I like doing it, but
I mean, you could either get with him or Master Denning. You know
yeah,
Chris Denning?
yeah, I know him too.
That dude is phenomenal when it comes to maces, uh,
What's it,
clubs.
what's it called? It's really good too. Why is her name Kelly?
Kelly Manzone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
really
very knowledgeable too. Yeah, get with any one of them, and I'm sure they'll train you up. I'm planning on getting back because I've done a few sessions with Chris, um, and we're planning on getting together whenever I can start rehabilitating
yeah.
this bicep. And he's like, because the biggest thing with the bicep is, supination, pronation, you know? And so he's got a few things in mind he's gonna get me going with.
That's also I got to learn more too. I don't pick
Yeah.
it up as much as I should. It sat in my shed with my kettlebells forever. I just
Yeah,
started messing around with it.
I got with him because of the Indian clubs,
Yeah.
you know, and we did I don't know, we probably did 4 or 5 sessions together.
How do you like those? I've never tried them.
Oh, dude, they're awesome. They are amazing. Great for warm-ups, great for really if you're not going to be lifting that day and you want to just come out and get some movement in, they're great. And it's good for the mind too because it's a lot like, kettlebells. You have to focus on it, And
Yeah.
in that you can kind of lose yourself in that and it becomes like this meditative experience, right? And when you're just, doing these different movement patterns with the Indian clubs, same thing, especially when you're trying to follow a certain cadence, right? So you had me messing around with a metronome app, right? Trying to,
Just to keep the cadence down. Yeah.
keep the pattern going on the same cadence, And when you do stuff like that, it turns this and into a nice little
Yeah.
meditative experience.
This is my biggest enemy.
Yeah,
Just
most people, right?
yeah. Like
Yeah,
this gives out in kettlebell sport before your body does.
yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
biggest battle all the time is
Hmm.
not putting the bells down when
Between minutes 6 and 7, that's when it's the loudest, right?
yeah, it sucks. I've still never finished the double 20s on a 10-minute set.
Really?
Yeah, I've just started like because I just got back into like with kettlebell competitions and all again. So I
Hmm.
started like Jordan started me back on I don't even know how long it's been now, probably like late 2024. I just
Okay.
no, it was actually I think May of 25 is when I got back in touch with Jordan like, hey, I want to get back into this again. Because
Okay.
once I hit like when I was barbell training heavy and I got to like I hit 410 for a set of two
Hmm.
and I hit 430 on my bench and I was like I don't. It just didn't do anything for me. I'm like,
Right.
I was like, cool. I hit that. My goal, my lifetime goal was 405,
Right.
and I was like, what? Kind of like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
how strong do I? I was like, I have nothing to prove anymore. I got 430 on a bench. I'm good.
Right.
I was like, let me get back into kettlebells again. And I feel like I loved it before, but now like it's like all I think about all the time. It's
Yeah,
like
man.
kettlebell sport
Yeah,
particular.
it's kind of, once I started with the kettlebells, I just everything's just kind of dropped off the mat for me as far as like the barbells and everything go. I haven't touched a barbell since 2020, dude.
That's
Crazy.
how I am now. I'm like all kettlebell. Even like with my GPP stuff, I was transitioning. Like when I started working with Jordan again, I was doing like 3 days with the bells, and then I would do like barbell stuff for my GPP.
Yeah.
I don't feel like going to a gym anymore, so I just do all kettlebell stuff. I've been doing like armor building complex for GPP
Yeah.
and just things like that. Other things I find interesting and won't
Hmm.
bore me.
So what other than other than ABC and sport training, are you still doing hard style training? What other types of workouts are you doing?
I don't really do much hard style training at all. I the other day I actually did for the first time in a while. So I broke out. I broke out. I have like double 36s, hard
Hmm.
style bells, and the 40 and the 48. So I broke out like because I just wanted to see like I when I was at New England, that was the first time I've ever like I judged your guy's set. Why can't I remember his name now?
Who was it?
Not Steve,
Steve or
not Steve.
Rudy?
Rudy. Yeah, I judged Rudy's
Yeah.
set. And that was like the first time I ever sat through a whole pentathlon. And
Yeah.
I was like, that was really cool.
Right.
So the other day I was like, let me break out my heavy bells and see what I can do with cleans and stuff. And so I did the other day I had the 36s out and I just wanted to press too because I love pressing. So
Yeah.
I did like 3 sets of 8 with the double 36s. Then I
Nice.
wanted to see like how many cleans I could do. And that gets pretty heavy pretty fast doing the cleans. So
Oh
I was
yeah.
using like the 36s and I was just doing like 10 reps per side.
Hmm.
And I did like I think like 4 sets with that. It
Are
wasn't
you
like
thinking about are you thinking about giving the pentathlon a shot?
maybe one day. Right now I'm still like want to hit my biathlon
You
goals.
got to get those numbers, dude.
Yeah, so
You
but
got to
the
do it.
pentathlon was like very interesting. I just like think of the logistics of training it because I train most of the time in work where I only have the 20s and the 16s right now.
Hmm.
So like I don't, you can have all these different ranges and weights and all. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, basically for, the guys here, you know, that train under me, you know, I'm not Rudy's the first one that we've kind of expanded expanded out and played with different weights to actually
yeah,
pursue any sort of rank and competition or anything,
he
right?
crushed it by the way. Just not to cut you off, but he was awesome.
We had some, I think, I, after rewatching, we had some things to work on, you know. For the longest time, I could not get him to keep his heels down for the push press,
Yeah,
you know.
that's well. That I guess if you get into always like triple extension, then that
Yeah,
when that push
yeah,
press gets feels awkward.
right. So, you know, we've worked through a lot of stuff, and we still have some, things that we need to work on to, technique wise. But Rudy's like the first one that we've pushed, different weights to pursue a rank, and pretty much everybody else, like Steve and Renee and even Mikey Tupu, like basically we're trying to pass a threshold first, right?
Yeah,
To build the work capacity. So we don't even like we're not even being super tactical about weights right now. It's like
yeah,
let's get
just putting
through, like
work
for
in.
Steve specifically, let's get through a 20 kg all the way through a pentathlon. And at the AAKO, he was very close. He was just a few reps off from the push press, right? And then, just training, for New England, we decided to push, okay, now we're going to push the cleans up to 24. And like pretty much at last minute, like on the before going up on the platform, he decided 24s for cleans and then 22 for clean and press, and then 20s for everything else. And my man finally hit the numbers. That's he one of his things he said, he was like, we finally passed the 20s.
That was
Because
that was really fun watching that whole thing. Like I
yeah,
had to judge Rudy, so I didn't get to see
right.
everybody else because I really wanted to see Kevin lift because that dude, the
Yeah,
monster.
Kevin is that dude's an inspiration when it comes to pentathlon.
He's like so fast and smooth. Like everything looks
Yeah, I
effortless.
mean, I think again, I don't want to speak out of turn because I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure like he's been doing kettlebell sport for about 6 years, and it's been pentathlon the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Um, so
I never even heard of pentathlon. Really, I think when I started following you, it's like when I first like was exposed to it. I guess
right,
it's pretty cool. I find it interesting. Like
yeah.
that's why the other day I just wanted to see like what I could push on cleans and
Yeah. I
like
mean, it's definitely fun, man, and it's definitely a way to build that work capacity. I mean, even elite coaches like James Ross, you know,
yeah,
uh, from GS Science,
yeah. James was awesome.
he promotes pentathlon just as a GPP builder.
Well, that's isn't that like originally how it was like
That's
started
exactly
out,
what
though,
it was
right?
designed for.
Yeah,
Valerie Fedorenko designed it for GPP, and then very, very quickly it took off as they gamified it.
it's cool. I like it. Like I might run a 6 week block of it sometime
Yeah.
in between, like during my off season.
Hmm.
So I have a lot of time now. I think I'm not competing again until August when I do like Riddle Struck, and that'll be at home. I'm not going to Canada for it.
Right.
So
So that's video submission.
yeah, me and Miles want to do that.
So you're not coming up to IKMF in New York?
No, I'm not going to be able to make that one. I want
Okay.
to, but I'm still not. When is that again? That's in May, right?
May 22nd. Yeah.
Maybe I'll drive up there.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not
it's a
competing.
3-day event, May 22nd through the 24th. And, it'd be
Yeah,
fun. I mean, it's huge because how many world championships have you seen done on US soil?
yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm still very young to the sport, 3 years into the sport. So, you know, it's on US soil, so you kind of got, why not support it, right?
Yeah,
Because
I'll
when's the next
say
time it's going to come around?
I gotta get permission.
Yeah, of course.
These hotels and stuff get expensive,
Yes, they do. They
but
do.
now I got me and Miles. Miles will want to go with me if I go. So
Yeah,
he loves the competition lifestyle now too.
of course, man.
But
Like I
I
said, you
want
done create a little monster with that
to.
dude.
It's great because
Yeah.
like now he just got his first pro kettlebell. So,
Did you get him a 4 kg? They got they
yeah,
just dropped the 4 kg aluminums.
I saw them. I got him the 4 kg Atlas.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mm-hmm.
I knew the Atlas is smaller,
Yep.
and I moved him up because I've been doing his training in snatch. So
Okay.
we've been working on like 5 minute sets.
Nice.
So the first time we did a 5 minute test set with the 2 kilogram, I was like, when you hit 230 on the timer, switch hands. And he just
Mm-hmm.
didn't switch. He did it all on the right arm. And I was like, all right, I'm going to move you up and wait then. So
Yeah.
now he's working with the 4. And he didn't finish the time either in New England. He came out way too hot.
Yeah.
I know from training him, like he was super pumped and he came out and hit like 20 reps the first minute,
Yeah.
which normally doesn't hit 20 reps. He usually like 14,
Yeah.
12 to 14 range. And he came out
Mm-hmm.
and just boom, boom, right down. I was like, oh, breathe. You can hear me in the background because I've watched the broadcast a couple of times. I'm like, Miles, breathe,
Yeah.
slow down, breathe.
Yeah.
Then he switched at like 213 and I knew it was done there when he switched
Mm-hmm.
early because he doesn't like to train the left arm as much. I gotta constantly like
Okay.
constantly I'm like, dude, you gotta work the left arm. They have to be
Yeah.
so he's as soon as he switched to 213, I knew he wasn't gonna finish the 5, but
So what did he finish out at?
he finished, I think he finished up at 411. He dropped the
Yeah,
bell
so he
and
was right there though.
he got 52 reps.
Right.
And or maybe he got 54. I got 52 on my jerks that ended
Hmm.
my day. So I might have the numbers mixed up.
Yeah.
but he was happy anyway. He loved like there's it was his first competition, like actually doing a sport lift, not
Right.
and he loved the whole event.
The whole experience, man.
Yeah,
He's there for it.
he's hooked, man. He can't wait to go to Minnesota. He loves meeting everybody. Like that's what I love
Yeah.
too. The community is awesome. He's like, everybody's so nice, Dad. He's like, I love this. This is so much fun.
Yeah. I
So
think I got to confirm with you, you know Ross, right? Ross Bell,
Ross Bell,
owner of
yeah,
Viking.
yeah,
Yeah, I got to confirm with him, but I'm pretty sure he's planning something in August. I think it's going to be some sort of charity event.
awesome.
I'm gonna try to make it out there for that.
Where's that at?
Up in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much right next door to Jordan over there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let me know, like whatever. If you go up there, I'll see what we can swing too.
Yeah, yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll have to confirm with him. The last we spoke about it, it was in the works. So maybe he's made some headway into figuring some things out. So yeah, I'll find out. I'll let you know.
Yeah, New England was awesome though. Like we got to meet so many cool people there. Like I met Lorna for the first time, and she was
Yeah,
awesome. Like she sent Miles and Olivia little gifts for
nice.
when I got home. She's like, messaged me and said like she was really proud and
Hmm.
really enjoyed watching Miles lift. She's like everybody loved watching him lift and talking to him.
Oh
She,
yeah,
she
super
sent him
energetic, dude.
she sent him a medal holder to hold all his
Nice.
medals. So that was all like he was so like thrilled with that.
Yeah. Dude,
I get
Lorna's so great, dude.
she's awesome. Like that's what's great about this sport. She's like one of the best. I was telling Miles when she came in because Miles is like mostly just works snatch now.
Hmm.
I was like, watch her. I'm like, she's like one of the best, if not the best, in the whole entire world to ever
Yeah.
do this. So, and she's so like humble about it too. Like
Oh,
everybody I've met
absolutely.
is like super, like the best people in the world. Like I took a course with Dennis
Hmm.
for his IKO cert, and even
Hmm.
he's like super nice dude,
Yeah, he
super
is.
humble, and like everybody I've met in this sport is just so cool.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing. That's what I love about this sport so much is the community aspect of it. I mean, I got into the sport by pretty much putting on a competition. You know, I was I asked Mr. America if they would put kettlebell sport into their event, and then that's how I got wrote. Like that's how I started training sport, right?
that's
And
awesome, man.
dude, right from the get go, people welcomed me with open arms. You
Yeah,
know,
that's how like I
no
feel.
hesitation from anyone. All I got was love from people, man, and it was
Everybody's so
great.
cool. Like even when they're like really good at it, they're like
Yeah,
super chill. Like I'll never be like I'm a pretty mediocre kettlebell sport lifter,
right.
but it's just like it's just fun doing it. Like I love everything about a competition.
Yeah, I mean,
And now I'm trying to like get into coaching to build my own thing here because it's like a void down here. There's nothing where I'm
right.
at
Well,
besides
that's
like
how it starts, man.
you have
You
the
know, one
AAKO
person,
down here, but
one person starts spreading the word, and then the good word gets spread.
yeah,
You know.
that's how I like every time I go to a competition in person. Like when I went to Jordan's, there's a group of people around him that have,
Mm-hmm.
so everybody has like this little community up in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm like in a group chat with all the Riddle Struck people, and they have their own little community that are super cool. So I was like, I wanted to build something down here. So I got talking with Jordan, trying to get a coaching certificate and all that, and
Mm-hmm.
start my own club. I'm still in the process of doing everything, so I don't have everything set
Good.
yet.
I mean, as far as like a coaching cert goes, there's options out there, man, and
Yeah,
you know,
I have. I'm gonna take the um, IKFF one eventually too. I want to
cool.
get. I
Yeah.
know you're. I know you're like a master trainer,
Yeah. Yeah. I
so
mean, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, we'll get you set up, dude. You
yeah,
know.
we'll do it. I just
Um.
got to get the money together for that first.
Yeah. Yeah. So number wise, well, when it comes to linear progression, uh, it's always talked about technique first, then build towards a 10-minute set, then you hit numbers,
And
right?
yeah,
So first being the goal of making the 10-minute set with the 20 kg. But in your mind's eye, what number would be an acceptable number?
Would I be happy at?
Yeah.
Probably. Like I hit rank 2 in Bethesda at Tough Temple.
Hmm.
So I want to hit rank 1.
And so you did finish, you hadn't finished the 10-minute set, or you did there?
I did. I got to like 8 minutes,
Okay.
and then I gave out at 8 minutes, but I was able to hit rank 2. I knew what I needed for my snatch set going in.
Hmm.
So I hit 100. All I needed was 106 reps on snatch.
Okay.
So I hit 106. My hand started like right here, started to tear.
Hmm.
I knew I had New England in 2 weeks, so I sat it down because I was going to get more than rank 2. So I was just trying to play a numbers game at that point.
Yeah.
So if I would have known I was going to blow out my knee, I probably would have went for
And
even
what'd you
more.
get on your jerk set again?
My jerk said I hit 77.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and
I
with 2 minutes left, you probably would have got came close to 100 reps, right?
yeah, I don't know how I feel about it now. Like in hindsight, I always like when I dropped them, I felt like I had given everything I had. It's like I wasn't disappointed. But
Right.
now like in hindsight, I'm always like, oh, I could have held on and did like
Yeah.
20 more. And so I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate
When
questioning.
when you're training, um, what do you train for a specific RPM? What kind of RPMs
Yeah,
do you try to hit when you're training?
Jordan had me this time at 10 RPM on
Okay.
jerks. And I usually like I had a whole plan going in. I started messing around with in practice because I always go over my RPMs. I usually like I'm really good in practice, and in the competition, I always seem to shit the bed. But
Hmm.
I think that's mostly up here, and
Right.
so I usually like I hit like on the last minute of every time I'm training, I try to go all out, and I usually hit like 22 reps,
Nice.
and then my plan was at Tough Tempo, I was hitting like 12 RPM, and I usually hit that around like 45 second, and then I would just hang out in the rack until the next minute started.
Okay.
And that was my plan at Tough Tempo. And then my rack position is terrible because
Hey,
I have
buddy.
long torso and short
Nah,
arms.
I'm almost done. All right, come over here. Give me a hug real quick. My boy's coming out.
That's all good.
Look, wait till he gets in camera, man. They painted his face.
Oh, awesome.
You crazy, dude.
Looking cool,
Actually in
buddy.
space.
Is he in space?
Is it actually?
He might be.
Are you actually in space?
I am on a rocket ship right now.
He's on a rocket ship, dude.
Nah, you're joking.
He's joking. Mwah. All right.
Oh my god, you just cracked my neck.
What?
You cracked my neck before I dropped your neck off.
His kid, man. All right, make sure you shut the door for me, buddy. Sorry about that.
Ah, it's all good, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter for like a week now, two or three times already, she's painted his face like this. And he's running around trying to scare people and stuff.
I mean, my wife does face painting on the side. She's a
Oh
teacher.
yeah.
Like her side gig, does face painting.
Mm.
So I'm used to being around kids with their face painted all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he's a crazy little dude, man.
Yeah. So anyway, my rack position is like garbage because I got the long torso. My arms, even if I sit down, I can't touch my iliac crest with my elbow. So
Yeah.
I like struggle in the rack. So I was trying to get like, so I could get like 45 seconds and then I just rest in the rack until the
Hmm.
next minute. I start out the next minute and it's been working for me. Like I knew I would have hit at New England. I would have had it if I didn't hurt my knee
Right.
because I was above my pace where I wanted to be. I felt okay once I got until my knee gave out on me.
Yeah.
I was definitely going to hit over 100 reps that day. I knew it.
Yeah.
Remains to be seen still, so we'll have to
You
get it
know,
in.
I failed a couple sets. I failed many 10-minute sets so far, right? But I remember I was pretty bummed out about one, and Carissa Sivarat, she hit me with this line, and it just stuck with me ever since. It'll be there next time.
Yeah,
Now, ever since she said that to me, man, that's just what I say to myself. It'll be there
I
next
want to
time.
what's it called got me? The guy I lifted with, Mikey. I don't know his last name, the Russian guy. He was on my set.
Yeah, Mikhail, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
calls himself Mikey. So
yeah, yeah.
he was really cool. Like he was talking to me throughout the whole thing because we went on together.
Uh-huh.
Then he was asking me if I was going to do the snatch set, and I tried. I went in the back and tried to see how it felt, my knee felt, and I was just not going to push it that day.
Right.
So he's like, next time we do this together.
Yes.
That got me all hype. I'm like, all right.
Hell yeah, man.
Hopefully, I get to lift with him again someday. I was like, I owe you a snatch set.
Right.
That guy's awesome too. He's a
Yeah,
insane lifter.
I've now seen many of his sets, dude. This guy kills these 24
Does
kg sets, man. You know? And
those?
that's his thing too, right? Is just biathlon.
That's what I like biathlon.
Yeah, I like biathlon too.
I mess
It's
around
a
like
good
and
one.
do long cycle. Like Jordan, pretty much everybody in Twin Cities trains everything
Yeah.
through the phases of long cycle. And for the longest time, like when I first started working with him 5, 6 years ago, everything was triathlon training. Like
Mm-hmm.
he would switch it up. He had like an A, B, A, and then the next week would be like a B, A, B. So you were getting over the course of it would equal out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you training long cycle, jerk, and snatch,
Yeah,
getting the best of everything.
yeah,
Have you thought about doing a triathlon? Well, you did
I
your
did.
first
Yeah,
competition. You did
yeah.
long cycle and biathlon.
I did that in the second time I went last year too, and I that was in September when I went to Twin Cities. That was the first time I competed since 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I signed up for all three lifts. Like I'll do a main. I didn't try to do like a real triathlon. Like I didn't do
Right.
10 minutes across. I did like I'll pick one thing. Like that time I did oh no, actually I did all five. It was a real triathlon, but it was a 5 minute
Five
instead of
minute
10.
triathlon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just fun. Like 5 minute
Yeah.
sets now used to scare the shit out of me, and now they're just fun.
They still scare the shit out of me because, especially if you're going to use the 5 minute tables,
Yeah, I
especially with
learned
the
still.
IKO, the numbers are
Yeah,
crazy
well,
high.
IKO numbers are, are like the difference between like AKLU and
Oh
IKO
yeah.
numbers are like IKU is really high, and
Yeah.
that's like in my head. That's when I first got into this. I was like, I can do that. No, when you look at the table, I'm like, I can hit that.
I remember the first time. So when I first started trying to train or training kettlebell sport, biathlon, right? Moses Dunko was the first person to kind of take me under his wing before I actually hired Nikolai as my sport coach. And Moses kind of had me under his wing and giving me some pointers and everything. And he told me to try a 10-minute set with 12 kg, and I maybe made it 6 minutes. Jerk, just so humbling, dude.
It is.
And the thing that got me the most was my hands hurt so bad.
My forearms always get like I get super pumped in my forearms, and when I put the
Yeah,
bells down, like I'm shaking. I can't even. I couldn't pick up a pen or to do
right.
anything. Ah,
I was so surprised that a 12 minutes, a
12
12
kg.
kg just just
Well, you
whooped
have
me.
no like frame of reference because
Mm,
we were like gym bros, and then
yeah,
you come into this and you're like 26 pounds. That ain't shit.
right, right.
And you try to do it though for that many reps and with a
Yep.
timer, and it kills you. Like that's what Jordan when I got back into it again last year. The first thing he had me do the very first week, he's like, "Let's see where you're at." He's like, "Give me a 5 minute set on long cycle, jerk, and snatch
Mm-hmm.
with the 12s. Let's
There
see
you go.
baseline is." So I was just happy I was able to finish it, honestly, because
Yeah,
I wasn't doing that kind of training in a long time.
right. Yeah, man. So snatch wise, what you hitting 200 reps? Is that the goal?
That's my goal right now. Like in practice, I can hit it, but it's not 10 minute sets either.
Right.
I usually get over 200 reps, but like actually, I'd be happy too with just like 180 right now,
Yeah.
just hitting 18 RPM steady. Because snatch is more. I snatch is weird for me. Like some days I love it, and some
Mm-hmm.
days I hate it. Some days I feel so uncoordinated and
Yeah.
awkward, and Other
Yeah,
days it's
snatch
not.
is one of them things, man. You got to be like really in tune with it, right?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm always trying to make little adjustments here and there. I watch people like I try like when I'm doing it on the drop, I usually bring my hand from here and then turn it this way.
Hmm.
I try to just keep in thumb forward,
Okay.
but I don't get as far on. I don't get a lot of backswing when I have thumb forward,
Yeah,
but
that thumb forward, it limits that backswing. Yeah.
it feels more natural coming up that way. So I try
Right.
to that way I don't tear as much. Like I don't get
Okay.
as much friction when I go thumb forward. But I
Hmm.
feel like I have mobility limitations on my left arm. I can't for some reason I can't like even get the thumb forward
Oh,
down
really?
on that. Yeah. It's the same way with the windmill. I can't
Yeah.
I'm good on with my right, but my left is
Hmm.
limited a little mobility wise. I think that's from the old back injury.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely a thumb back in the backswing kind of fella, you know. It, like you said, I just get deeper in the backswing and
Yeah.
I'm able to feel that point of settlement, you know, where it goes back and then it kind of just it becomes stationary for a quick second and then you start going back forward. I like being able to feel that, and I
Yeah.
feel that with thumb back. Thumb forward, man, I can't get back there deep enough.
Yeah. So it's not just me. It's like thumb forward. It's just you
Yeah,
don't get as much.
right.
I just feel better on the upswing. Like I feel like I get better insertion.
Mm-hmm.
Thumb forward, it feels more natural. Because
Right.
I still my insertion point, I feel like is different. Like every day, I could do the
Yeah,
same. So I try to like some days it just feels like effortless, and then other
right.
days I'm like 30 reps in, and I'm like my shoulder hurts. It's mostly like my elbow. I get like elbow pain sometimes
Mm-hmm.
doing snatch. So
Yeah. Um, right before this injury, I was having a lot of fun with military snatch. I
yeah,
did quite a few sets, and I was like, man, this is something I could get down with. But again, that particular week or two, snatch felt really great. I was just clicking. I was in it. But also, I've been, with the pentathlon. That's another reason why I love pentathlon so much. Is
the half
it
snatch.
is it is well the half snatch, right? But it's literally the fundamentals of kettlebell lifting
Yeah,
across the board. You know. So and with the half snatch, doing it so much, you're just consistently hitting that upward part of the snatch, and just dialing in that hand insertion, just getting it right there
I,
at that same spot every single time. And it's a beauty when it clicks and it just gets there.
I think I still over grip sometimes too.
Yeah.
I don't have like I just give Nito Trainer on Instagram.
Who is it? Oh yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he just had a cool video where it shows like where his hand, like on the upswing,
Hmm.
where he's holding it, and then where the bell is just by itself without
Yeah, kind of
him
just
even
floating.
touching it, just floating. And he has like this arc drawn where it's like green where he's actually holding it, and then
Yeah.
red where it's not, and then green again where he
Hmm.
inserts it. And it's like a cool breakdown to
Yeah.
actually like visualize.
Right.
And I was like, that's things I need to work on better
Right.
instead of just over gripping it. And
Yeah. Carissa has a very good video. I think it's pinned on the top of her Instagram page where she talks about the hop, from the swing and you transition into the hand insertion.
yeah,
And she does a very good demonstration of she has chalk on her hand, but not on the handle of the bell. Or
okay.
no, it's chalk
Now
on the
choke on
handle of
the
the bell,
and not on her
right?
hand.
And not on her hand. And you can literally see the imprint of chalk on her fingers and then across her palm,
I
right?
gotta
And
check
she's
that video out.
demonstrating, you know, it's essentially releasing the bell, not gripping, and so it's creating friction in the palm. She's demonstrating very well that hop
Yeah,
from transition, and
I've
that
been
was
watching her stuff forever. She's got such a like
yeah, she's
unique
good.
form, especially when she's on her drop.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way she drops, I used to try to like imitate that, and I don't have the ability to do that at all.
Yeah, yeah, she's good though. She's real good. Definitely one of the top lifters I like to watch and I
Yeah,
learn from,
he's
you
good at
know.
everything too, like jerk or long
But she's
cycle.
she's huge on that triathlon training,
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, nice, dude. So nothing until August. So it's just pretty much training
yeah,
some, going through a couple different cycles. We got to get your knee looked at.
yeah. We'll see where that is on Wednesday, and that's what like Jordan's got me a little block right now until we see. I think he wants me to do a lot of military snatch for now, nothing to like aggravate the knee.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I don't like just doing snatch. I love doing jerk and long cycle, so
right.
I'm stubborn.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if any intentional like movement patterns would be beneficial for you. You know what I mean? Like maybe some like knees over toes, or maybe some checking out some some checking your internal rotation with your hips and seeing if there's any
Yeah,
dysfunction in your hips and stuff like that, especially with your back injury, your previous back injury.
yeah. I know there's definitely some like even when I sit for a while, I get like hip in my
Yeah,
left hip that like aches. Like I gotta stand up and like move it around. It's
right,
all everything's like on the left side. Like
right.
it's the left hip, the left knee. I got a bad left shoulder. So my whole left side's a mess,
Left side said, "Fuck you."
pretty much.
Man.
We'll
Well,
work
Tim,
through it.
man, is there anything else you want to touch on? You Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, I think we hit everything. Like
Yeah,
I
man.
just I just enjoy talking about the sport in general. I love
Right.
this whole thing. So I can't wait to just do more competitions and meet more people and
Yeah,
we
man.
can
Well, I look forward to meeting you in October for sure, man. And I'll let
definitely.
you know about August, Michigan. I
Yeah.
would love to get up to Twin Cities, but I,
Twin
I don't
Cities
I
a
don't know
great
if
time.
anything is going to be possible this year
Yeah.
as far
Well,
as like
it's
me lifting
usually
goes. You know what I
like a
mean?
yeah, but just going out there is a good time. Jordan puts on a great competition
Yeah, I've
and
watched his live streams.
usually
They
go out
seem like high
afterward and
energy.
yeah, it's really fun there. So everyone I've been to though, like Mike in Tough
Hmm.
Temple, he puts on a great competition.
Yeah,
He's a great dude too. He
yeah,
cracks me up.
yeah.
And Jeff is super cool, man. I that was the first time I got to meet Jeff in person. Like I've talked to him online and talked to him on
Hmm.
Instagram, but it's the first time I got to meet him. And he was a great dude. Like, and he loved Miles too. Like he gave Miles a big hug at the end of
Oh
the
yeah, man.
competition. Oh,
Yeah, Jeff's one of them rare ones.
yeah, he's
You
an
know?
awesome guy. I love that dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next year. I owe him a better competition next year.
Ah, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, as far as like we go on the East Coast here, he that's going to be a staple.
Yeah,
Which it has been. We went last year. Now, this year we're going to make it a yearly thing for
yeah,
us here too.
that's what I'm doing. Like I've talked to my wife about this. Like I'm doing like four definitely in
Yeah.
person a year, like Twin Cities every year because that's like my home base.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I
I love
mean, that's your
Jordan. I
coach,
love
man.
yeah. So it'd be Twin Cities. Tough Temple was great. New England
Hmm.
and AAKO this year. And
Nice.
probably every year it's I got to do that. It's on my home turf. So
Yeah, right. It's in your hometown,
hopefully
dude.
yeah, hopefully eventually like I'll start something here too and maybe get
Well,
one
you're
of
already working on it, dude. Just
yeah, but maybe one day
just
we'll get a
stay
Philly
with it. That's
competition.
pretty much it. Just stay consistent with it.
Yeah, I'm a
Fucking
lifer, dude.
everybody
I'm
you
not
talk to be like, "Hey, man, some guy was walking his dogs out on my road the other day, and I was like, "Hey, man, I do kettlebells."
I bring everybody like everybody at work at the US Mint knows about kettlebells now.
Yeah, my wife started laughing at me. She was like, "You are one strange dude."
I don't shut up about kettlebells.
Right.
My wife puts up with it thankfully and lets me like do what I want to do and get
Yeah.
I've spent so much money on kettlebells. I'm still
Yeah, I
not
don't even want to get into the money I spent on kettlebells,
yeah,
dude.
because I'm still trying to slowly replace I have a bastardized set of kettlebells. Like I have two sets of Valari Fedorenko bells.
Uh-huh.
Like my 12s are Fedorenko bells. I have a 36 that's a a 32 that's a Fedorenko bell.
Do you
I
have his precision bells?
I don't know which ones they were all like one solid color. Like when I got the
Are they the ones
12s.
with the flat spots on them?
says like world something on the bottom. No, they don't have the flat spots on them. These are
Oh,
just
okay.
regular.
Yeah. Well, World Kettlebell Club was his.
That's the ones I have, the World Kettlebell Club ones.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I have four of those. Then I have a pair, my 16s, I have a pair of Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pair of Vulcans. My 20s, I got the pros now that
Yeah.
I got that for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pair of 20 Kettlebell USA bells. Then I have a pair of Kettlebell King 24s, a pair of
Mm-hmm.
18 Kettlebell Kings. I have 28s that I bought when Pro Kettlebell first started because
Right.
he brought everything up to Jordan's competition in 21.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never actually, every competition I've competed four times in person and I've used Pro Kettlebells every time.
Nice.
And they're by far my favorite bells in the world.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, I might be a little biased, but they're
Yeah,
they're they're the best bells in the world.
I love them. So I want to eventually convert all my kettlebells
Yeah.
to
Well, look,
Pro
if you,
Kettlebells.
I pretty much a direct line. So
I know.
if you wanna talk about getting a pallet, you just let me know. I got a good deal on 48 of them, dude.
Yeah, eventually I'll get there if I start my own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you become a coach, that'd be the next step is getting
Yeah,
yourself a pallet of bells, you know?
yeah. I gotta find somebody to put it there too. That's
Yeah.
There's like nothing around here. Like I don't have a infiltration plan. You have to get a gym.
Yeah. I convinced
You
there's
got golds, don't you?
there's a chain of golds around here that I convinced to buy uh quite a few. So we got a couple different places that we can go, but also, I'm working on, other than my little home spot here, I'm working on opening up my own, and it's gonna happen eventually.
That'd be awesome, dude. I'll
It's
definitely come down and
everything.
train with you.
Everything's got to be right though.
Yeah,
And
I would love to do that someday too, but I'm not there with my finances and stuff yet to
right, and that's what I
kick that
mean.
off.
Everything's got to be right.
Yeah,
Basically, I'm in the Glen Burnie area, here in Maryland, and the every storefront, every place that I've looked at, and you know, talked to realtors and things like that, it's anywhere between 5 to 7 grand a month for
yeah.
to rent space. And it's like, for me, that just doesn't make sense right now, you
I
know?
like the way my one buddy Josh, he has Slate kettlebells in Vegas,
Hmm.
and like he just got into CrossFit and was in that CrossFit, and then he started his own like club in the CrossFit. So
Yeah.
that's like a cool way to go about it too. But
Yeah, I mean, essentially that's what Mike Silverman does, right?
yeah,
Tough Temple is a CrossFit gym. So he's a trainer there, and he just, you know, kind of rolled in with the kettlebell thing, and now he's running a kettlebell club outside of that CrossFit gym space. And that's what a good amount of people do.
yeah, that's a good way to
Um,
go. I just have to like find a CrossFit
right.
to
I mean,
like,
and honestly, even for me, that's kind of like what we did with goals, right? I was running, you know, and I still do. People train at Golds, and we do that,
yeah,
but I want dream of mine is opening my own little spot, you
yeah.
know.
I would love to do that down here too. But I don't know. I'm in love with this, but I don't know how like outsiders view it. I feel like I have such a pro like
Well,
bias now for
the thing is, if you
kettlebell.
convey your passion in a passionate way, it's contagious, man. It
That's how
really is.
I got other
And
people on board now just by always
exactly, just
talking
by
about it.
talking about it, dude, they can literally, you radiate that aura, and that's what draws people in.
So if anybody's out there on YouTube land watching this and you're
Yeah,
in the South Jersey or Philly area and you want to get started or start
that's
something up,
right.
just hit me up.
Berserker Kettlebell Club, Mr. Tim
Yeah.
Boyer here.
Big Tim 27 on Instagram and
There you go. Yes, sir. And what do you got a YouTube channel?
I do it's the same name. Actually, I
Big
think
Tim?
it's Mr. Big Tim 31 because
Okay.
I just have
So
a
we got
different
YouTube,
name.
Mr. Big Tim 31. On Instagram, you're Big Tim
27.
27. And
And I also have the Berserker Bell Club.
Berserker Kettlebell Club. Yeah, and I'll put the tags in the description.
And on Reddit, Big Tim 27.
Oh yeah, the big Reddit following too. Yeah. Yeah, nice, man. Well, Tim, man, I appreciate you hopping on here with me.
Thanks for having me, dude. It's great. I love talking to you. Anytime I see you in
Yeah,
person.
this was fun. We got to do it again.
Definitely, man.
And if you want to, every once in a while, well, right, I keep forgetting I'm
I
injured.
know, but we'll get to that, man, because we don't live too far. It's
Yeah, but
2 hours
I was gonna
driving.
say, Donica Storino is like right up there in Jersey too.
I
Physical
think
fit.
I've never actually met her or even really talked to her, and
Yeah.
she's
Well,
about
you'll
an
meet her at the
hour.
AKO this year for sure.
Okay, cool. Because I'll hook up with her. She's up like an hour north. She was talking about running something on a Saturday sometime or something. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I
I'll
mean,
definitely-
she does the same thing. CrossFit gym space. She runs her little team out of a CrossFit
yeah.
space.
I think she's
She
in.
was actually in the works of well, I don't want to give
Yeah, I got you.
her stuff going, what she's got going on.
Yeah,
But yes, I mean, she's got big things happening too. But yeah, as of right now, she runs things out of a CrossFit space, and when it comes to elites, she is one of them.
yeah. I've seen her
She's
throwing around the 32 all the time.
multi-time world champion. This girl is an absolute unit when it comes to lifting bells, man. Uh, One of my biggest inspirations too. So, and she's right around the corner, man. An
Yeah, she's
hour
right up
away. That's
in.
worth the drive,
She's
brother.
like an hour away at Manasquan, so I got to get up there one day. And
Yeah.
if she's ever puts out like I think she was talking about doing a course or something on a Saturday, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, her and I was actually going to run a IKFF certification together, and then Steve Cotter passed away.
Yeah,
Rest in peace. So I kind of put that on hold, and we just kind of, we'd still talk. We're kettle besties, man. We talk all the time. But as far as like that certification goes, we just kind of let it go, and we haven't revisited it yet. But
yeah. Well, if you do, I'm here. I'll be interested. So
well, yeah, I mean, I'm a master trainer, so if you want to do it, just
yeah, definitely. I'll
you and
definitely
I
hit
can
you
do it
up.
together. However you want to lay that out. I've done some one-on-ones with people as far as like the cert goes, so let's do it.
Awesome, man.
All right, well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Tim, thanks again for
Thanks
doing
for
this.
having me, man. I loved it.
Doing
It's
this.
awesome.
We'll get together again soon, brother.
All right, man. Have a good
All
one.
right, man. I'll talk to you.
All right, later.
See you.